Look, if you're watching this video, I'm going to guess one of three things is true. You get paid, the money disappears, and you have no idea where it went. Or you moved to the UK recently and the entire money system, payee, national insurance, tax codes, feels like it was designed to confuse you. Or maybe you're just tired of feeling stressed every single time you check your bank app. If any of that sounds familiar, I've got you. In the next 11 minutes, I'm going to give you a complete, step-by-step system for managing your money in the UK. The way it actually works for real people living real lives here. Not American advice, copy-pasted onto a British audience. Not generic fluff. Actual UK-specific guidance that works in 2026. And I promise, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do with your next paycheck. Here's the problem nobody talks about. The average UK worker earns about £35,000 a year. Sounds decent, right? But after income tax, national insurance, pension contributions, student loan repayments, that number drops to about £26,000. That's roughly £2,100 a month. And that's before rent, before council tax, before energy bills. And here's what's wild. Most of us were never taught how to handle this. School taught us algebra. They didn't teach us what a tax code means. They didn't teach us how to budget when your rent goes up every single year. They didn't teach us the difference between a cash ISA and a stocks and shares ISA. So we figure it out as we go. And most of us figure it out badly. A 2025 report from the Money and Pensions Service found that 21 million UK adults, that's nearly half the population, would struggle to handle a £500 unexpected expense. But here's the good news. Managing money isn't complicated. It just needs a system. And that's exactly what I'm about to give you. Before we build any budget, you need to understand something fundamental, how money actually flows in the UK. When your employer pays you, they don't just hand you your full salary. They take things out first. First, income tax. Most people pay 20% on earnings between the personal allowance. That's £12,570. And the higher rate threshold at £50,270. Second, national insurance. You pay 8% on earnings between £12,570 and £50,270 if you're employed. This funds the NHS, state pension, and certain benefits. Third, your workplace pension. Under auto-enrollment, your employer must put at least 8% of your qualifying earnings into a pension, and they must contribute at least 3% themselves. That's free money. Don't opt out. This is why your payslip looks confusing. Your tax code. Something like 1257L tells your employer how much tax-free allowance you get. The L just means you get the standard personal allowance. If you want to check yours is correct, go to gov.uk and search Check Your Tax Code. And here's the critical point. Everything I'm about to teach you in this video is based on your take-home pay, not your salary, not what's on your contract. The money that actually lands in your bank account, because that's the money you actually have to manage. Right, so step 1. You need to know exactly how much money you actually have to spend each month. Here's how to work it out in 3 minutes. Option A. Look at your last payslip. Find the line that says net pay or take-home pay. That's your monthly number after everything's been deducted. Option B. If you want to be more precise, use the free calculator on gov.uk. Just put in your salary and it'll tell you exactly what you take home, including student loan repayments if you have them. Option C. If you're paid weekly or every 4 weeks, multiply your weekly pay by 52 and divide by 12. That gives you your true monthly figure. Now, and this is really important, write that number down, literally. Put it on a piece of paper. Because here's what I see with almost everyone I help with money. They think they know what they earn. But when I ask them, the number is wrong. They're working from their salary figure, not their take-home pay. And that's where budgets fall apart. You can't build a plan based on a number that isn't real. Once you've got that number, let's say it's £2,200 a month. That's the only number that matters for everything we're about to do. Okay, now we're going to divide that money using a system called the 50-30-20 rule. But I'm going to adapt it for the UK, because the original American version doesn't quite work here. Here's how it breaks down. 50%. This is the money that goes on things you absolutely cannot cut, rent or mortgage, council tax, energy bills, transport to work, Groceries, not Deliveroo, actual groceries. Minimum debt repayments. Insurance. If your needs are eating more than 50% of your take-home pay, that's a signal, not a failure. Just a signal that either your income needs to rise or your fixed costs need to come down. 30%. This is the fun money. Eating out, Netflix and Spotify. Nights out. Holidays. New clothes. That coffee from Costa every morning. Yes, you're allured to spend money on things you enjoy. This isn't a punishment system. This is a plan. 20%. This is the money that builds your wealth. Emergency fund. Extra pension contributions. ISA investments. Overpaying your mortgage. Clearing debt faster than the minimum. Now, and I want to be honest with you, if you live in London or any major city, your needs might be closer to 60 or 65%. Rent alone can eat half your income. If that's you, don't panic. Just adjust the ratios. Maybe it's 60, 25, 15 for now. The point isn't to hit perfect numbers. It's to have a framework that tells you where your money's going. And if your wants category is currently at 50% and your future you is at 0, that's exactly what we're about to fix. Step 3, and this is non-negotiable. You need an emergency fund. Here's why. Life in the UK is expensive, and unexpected costs will happen. Your boiler breaks in January. That'll be £1,500. Thank you very much. Your car needs a new MOT and brakes. That's another £600. You get made redundant, and it takes 3 months to find a new job. Without an emergency fund, every one of these moments becomes a crisis. With one, it just becomes a plan. Here's how to build it, in order. Level 1, £500 starter fund. This is your small disaster money. A new washing machine, a vet bill, a sudden train fare increase. Get this done first, even if it takes 6 months. Put it in an easy access savings account. Marcus by Goldman Sachs, Chase UK, or even a Monzo pot. Level 2. 1 month of expenses. Once you've got £500 safe, aim for 1 full month of your essential spending. So if your needs cost £1,200 a month, that's your target. Level 3. 3 to 6 months. This is the full emergency fund. It's what protects you if you lose your job, get ill, or need to leave a bad situation fast. Most experts say 3 months is the minimum. 6 if you're self-employed or on a variable income. And here's something people get wrong. This money is not for investing. It's not for crypto. It's not for a holiday. It's boring, safe, accessible money that sits there waiting for life to happen. The best place for it? A cash ISA if you haven't used your £20,000 ISA allowance yet. Any interest you earn is tax-free. Or a regular easy access savings account if you've already used your ISA for investments. Okay, let's talk about the actual bank accounts you need in the UK. Because here's what most people do. They have one current account. All their money goes in. All their money goes out. Savings, spending, bills, holidays. It's all mixed together. And then they wonder why they can't save. The fix is simple. Separate your money. Account 1. Your main current account. This is where your salary lands. Monzo, Starling, HSBC, Barclays. Whatever you're using. This is the hub. Account 2. A spending account optional but genius. Some people use a separate current account just for their wants money. When the fun money runs out, the spending stops. No more, I'll just use my credit card. Monzo's pots are brilliant for this. You can create virtual pots within the app. Account 3. Your savings/investment account. This is where your emergency fund lives. And eventually, your stocks and shares ISA. Keep this separate so you don't accidentally spend it. Now, if you're currently paying for a packaged bank account like NatWest Reward or Santander 123, stop for a second and check if it's actually worth it. And if you don't have one yet, look into a cash ISA for your savings. You can put up to £20,000 in this tax year, and every penny of interest you earn is tax-free. That's not something to ignore. All right, this is the step that changes everything, because here's the truth about human beings. We're rubbish at discipline. I'm rubbish at it. You're probably rubbish at it. And that's okay. The trick isn't to be more disciplined. It's to remove the need for discipline altogether. Here's how it works. On the day your salary lands in your account, let's say the 28th of every month, set up standing orders that move money automatically. Standing order 1, your rent or mortgage. This should go out automatically. Never rely on remembering to pay it. Standing Order 2, your savings. Move your 20%, or whatever you've decided, into your savings account or ISA the same DI you get paid. Not at the end of the month, not whatever's left, the same day. Standing Order 3, any debt overpayments. If you're clearing a credit card or an overdraft, set it to come out automatically too. Standing Order 4, your bills. Council tax, energy, broadband. Spread them across the month if you can, so you're not hit with everything on one day. What's left? That's your spending money. That's your 30%. That's your guilt-free, no worries, enjoy yourself money. And here's why this works. You're paying your future self first. Before you even see the money, it's already working for you. You don't need willpower. You don't need to try harder. You just set up the standing orders once, and the system does the work for you. Before I let you go, I need to warn you about the 3 biggest mistakes I see UK beginners make with money. Mistake number 1, lifestyle creep. You get a pay rise, and suddenly you need a nicer flat, a newer phone, more holidays. Your income went up, but your savings stayed exactly the same. Don't let your spending rise every time your salary does. Put at least half of any pay rise straight into savings. Mistake number 2, ignoring your pension. I know it feels far away. I know £20 a month seems pointless. But thanks to tax relief and employer contributions, that £20 is actually worth more like £25 before it even hits your pension pot. And over 30 or 40 years, with compound growth, that money becomes life-changing. Don't opt out. Mistake number 3, not checking your tax code. HMRC makes mistakes. Thousands of people overpay tax every single year because their tax code is wrong. Go to gov.uk right now, search, check your tax code, and make sure it's right. You might literally be owed money. Avoid these 3 things, and you're already ahead of most people. All right, so here's your homework. Your 7-day action plan. Day 1, work out your exact take-home pay. Use your payslip or the gov.uk calculator. Day 2, list all your monthly spending. Download your last 3 months of bank statements and just look at where the money went. Day 3, split your spending into needs, wants, and future you. Day 4, open a separate savings account if you don't have one. Monzo Pot, Cash ISA, whatever works. Day 5, set up your standing orders so your savings happen automatically on payday. Day 6, check your tax code on gov.uk. Day 7, do nothing. Just let the system run for 24 hours and feel how different it is. If you do these 7 things, you'll be in a better financial position than most people in the UK. I promise you that. And if this video helped you, please subscribe. Every week I'm putting out videos exactly like this one. UK-specific money advice that actually works for real people. Not American stuff copy-pasted over here. Not generic fluff. Just practical, honest guidance. Hit the bell too, so you don't miss the next one.